Welcome to this video covering the Progressus Timesheet Configuration page and the options available for setup. Timesheet Configuration provides the flexibility you need to vary the user experience for your timesheet users. For example, you may have a group of employees that do not require timesheet approval, but others do. Setting up different timesheet configurations will allow for different approval settings. The timesheet configuration allows you to define timesheet rules that apply to a group of resources. Multiple resources can be associated with the same configuration. The configuration is assigned to the resource on the resource card. The timesheet configuration is separated into 3 fast tabs. The tabs are General, Timesheet, and Expense. Each tab will be reviewed in detail in this video. During this demo, we will focus on key fields in the timesheet configuration page and their impact. For more comprehensive information, please refer to the QR code provided at the end of this video for the online help documentation on this feature. To access timesheet configuration, choose Setup. You can also find it using the search option. Choose Timesheet Config List. Let's look at a sample configuration for entering weekly timesheets. The starting day of the week allows you to set which day the timesheet period starts on. This controls the first day of the week that users see when they enter time. Every day of the week is available as a starting day. Monday is the most commonly used setting. Several settings determine the impact on the entry of hours. Validate time versus norm time. This setting helps ensure that the hours entered on a timesheet align with the resource's normal working hours, known as norm time. When you submit a timesheet, the system checks your entries against the selected validation option. There are 3 options. Exact hours. Your timesheet must match norm time exactly. Minimum hours. Your timesheet must meet or exceed norm time. None. No validation is applied. If you choose exact hours or minimum hours, the timesheet cannot be submitted unless the required hours are entered. Flex time settings. On the right side of the screen, you'll find flex time settings. These allow you to grant flex or comp time when a user works beyond their normal hours, giving you flexibility in managing extra time worked. Now let's review the setup of overtime factors. Within the timesheet configuration, you can set up overtime factors that determine how costs and prices are calculated when overtime is entered. Common examples include 1.5 times the normal cost for standard overtime, double the normal cost or price for special overtime situations. By configuring these settings, you ensure accurate cost and pricing adjustments for any overtime worked. There are multiple email settings to choose from. Emails can be configured to notify an approver when approval is required on the timesheet. Emails can also be sent to the resource notifying them of the status of their timesheet after the timesheet is posted or rejected. The Timesheet Fast tab allows configuration of settings for handling of timesheets. Progressus offers flexible options for setting up timesheet periods. You can choose from daily, weekly, split week, monthly, bi-weekly, or semi-monthly periods to fit your organization's needs. The detail level determines how time entries are recorded within each period. Available options are day, week, or month. Example: if you select weekly as the timesheet period and day as the detail level, users will be able to enter time for each individual day within that week. Approval settings control how many levels of review are required for timesheets. You can choose up to 3 approval levels. Project Manager approves only the projects they are assigned to. Line Manager, or Supervisor, approves the entire timesheet for their team member. Project Executive has visibility and approval rights for all timesheets across the organization. You can configure all 3 levels or any combination that fits your approval process. The Expense Sheet Fast tab allows configuration of settings for handling of expense reports. The Expense Sheet tab has settings on the left and bottom right to define the configuration for expense report emails. The Expense Sheet tab includes settings in the top right corner to configure expense report approvals. These approval options work the same way as those for timesheets. Having separate configurations for time and expenses gives your organization the flexibility to create different approval workflows for each. Thank you for viewing this demo. For more information or to schedule a live demo, please do not hesitate to contact us using the provided information. You can also access more detailed information about the Progressus Timesheet Configuration page by scanning the UPC code and using the online help.